The British. Walk very slowly through central London, and talk to everyone you meet on the tube. Determine if they're Scottish, Welsh or Northern Irish. If they are, then call them English. Say aluminium. Slag off David Attenborough. Although not sure what kind of monster could do this. Express your preference of coffee over tea. Call Scots, Northern Irish, and Welsh English. Use London and England interchangeably. Claim that the UK technically is French due to William the Conqueror. Constantly make that God shave the Queen joke. Make that joke about British food being bad. Tell them to please mind the gap and expect a laugh every time. If they don't laugh, explain. Remember that every Brit is from London. Prove your UK credibility by spewing those Doctor Who quotes who turned viral. Show pride in that accomplishment. Ask if he knows the Queen personally. Ask if they live in a castle and be deadly serious. Ask if he has a butler or valet and he can go grab some tea and then when to host make one. Ask for an iced tea instead. Suggest that everything is brilliant and say it a lot with a British accent. Start the date with the month. Have all of your paper money the same size. Miss out letters when spelling words like color. Also making tea in the microwave, fucking savages. Ask them about the rising prices of Freddos, any Brit will bubble over with rage. Talk about Brexit I guess. As an Australian we just generally beat them in cricket. Often when I've met non-British people abroad, they would laugh at my pronunciation and try to mimic it. As nice as they were, it can get a little tiring when you're just trying to have a conversation. Please stop asking us to say 10 points to Gryffindor. As a Brit all I've learned from this is some of you fucking animals make tea in a fucking microwave. What is wrong with you? Jump the queue. Reply to every criticism of America with "oh, and for that help we gave you with the Hun back in the 40s, you're welcome." Put a tea bag in milk. You will become an enemy of the empire if you undertake these actions and will be slaughtered before you can exit the country. Make their tea with hot water from the tap. Edit, I just scrolled through the thread and see that tea is rightfully covered in many a fashion, so never mind me. Put too much milk in your tea and make sure to tell them how much better tea is with low ounce of milk. Invade the Falklands. Assume all British people follow the same stereotypes but expect us to automatically know the difference between people from New York and people from Wisconsin or some fucking place. Talk in an American accent and be generally fucking annoying. How to annoy people living in London: tell them how much less you pay for your much bigger apartment in your country's capital and that you don't even need 20 roommates to be able to afford it. Tell them their grasp of English is really good, implying that American English is the one that existed first. Attempt the British accent and only do the posh one. Badly. Mention that you use tea bags. And microwave the water in mug. With the tea bag already in. And that you can't taste any difference between using a kettle or microwaving the water. Be American. Whisper it's not football, it's soccer. Imagine losing all 13 colonies at once. Was up, wanker. Anytime they talk in a patronizing manner about the British accent. There is no singular British accent, dumbass. Are you talking about a Geordie, a Londoner, a Yorkshireman, a Scouser? And don't get me started on the wide variety of Scottish accents. And no, RP is not the default universal British accent. And stop asking us how we feel or what we are taught about the American Revolution. Absolutely nothing, mate, sorry but we really don't give it a second thought. Amalgamate all nationalities under English and disregard the enmity between the Scottish and the English with a flippant remark always elicits indignant. Vehemently refuse to queue and then have the effrontery not to listen to the cacophony of tuts reproaching you. When visiting Northern England, you should extol the virtues of the South. Revere Margaret Thatcher and congratulate British people on electing the Trump replica that is Boris Johnson. Do it with complete sincerity. Do an imitation of his Trumpian rhetoric as you make a contemptuous speech about Remainers losing. Be rambunctious in public and proclaim everything as quaint. Antagonize chavs outside Weatherspoons. Immediately ask whether ye old inn is situated in a metropolitan area. Maliciously intimate someone's accent with its strange cadence/inflection and compare it to the monotonous drawl of some American accents. Don't be incredulous if someone construes this as ill manners. Accuse the Welsh of being subservient to the English. Use British colloquialisms erroneously. Call a random stranger a cunt or wanker because you read on Reddit that it was a term of endearment over there. Just use expletives liberally really. Everyone knows how tolerant the British are of profanity. Attempt to instigate bants with a stranger. Spill tea. Having a British English option as opposed to American English. British English doesn't exist, it's just called English. You look European.